All right, we're putting a downpipe on the fucking GTI. Look how it's mint. Look at this thing, dude. It's like really.
Oh my god, when did you spawn this in?
It's low-key really nice.
It is.
All right, we're gonna
Alright.
have this guy take it. There's the GTI. I gotta get it out of here today to the other property because this homeowner does not like it being here. Move some shit out of the garage and pull her in. Cold start on this thing. This thing hasn't been started in what, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, I don't even know. Yep. We have very little space to jack this up, but it's gonna happen. This is probably gonna take me like 5 minutes. Downpipe shouldn't be too bad. So it's been about 4 minutes. It's in the air. It's not as high as I want it to be, but that's the best it's gonna get. A little walk around of this thing. So the fully stage 2 manual 6-speed GTI. I blew the turbo launching it, and I don't think I'm ever gonna actually get to doing the turbo. I do have it, but I'm not gonna do it. But I do love these older interiors. With the bolstering and the leather and the combo, it's just really clean with the Apple CarPlay. Gives it a more modern look, which I really like about it. And we got methane injection, cold air, blow-off valve, RA coil packs, whatever that is. So just a bunch of extra supporting parts, and the ECU in the passenger seat, if you didn't notice. To start with, I threw some jacks under here just so it doesn't crush me when I dive. So we're gonna start taking out this O2 sensor. So let's get to it. So I have this spark plug tool, not spark plug, my bad. O2 sensor, it just doesn't want to wrap around, which is weird. So we're gonna try a extendable wrench. Actually, we're not gonna take the O2 sensor out. We're just gonna pull this plug out and just do that. So we're underneath the car right now. As you can tell, it needs a flex pipe bad. And that looks like a ton of oil there actually, and some oil there, which is really weird. This found some like spaghetti right here. Is that a fog light? What is this? So I figured out the best way of getting at this is just taking the whole air box off. So pull this O2 mass airflow sensor off, pull this line off, and it'll come right out, and then one down here. So this kind of just pulls up and out. This just pulls up and out. So I'll loosen those bolts and just up and out. Now you have way more access here. So let's get to it. So these have been removed pretty recently. I got the one right there, one back here, loose. Now it's the bottom one. To get that one from the back off, I used a 17 adjustable head and a 3/8 extension. So I'm gonna take that one off, and then the bottom one, probably just another 17 wrench. So those 3 bolts are out. Like I said, I just used a 17 ratcheting wrench to get that one out and the top one out. So to give you a good reference how the C-clamp works, so the other one has the C at the end, so this just wraps around there and this just locks it in place. As you can see, they push together, no exhaust leak. So we're getting this bolt back here. This is not going to be like yours because this already has a downpipe unless you're replacing your downpipe, but this is going to be, it's a regular clamp. That loose. And hopefully the downpipe should come out without a big fight. So I was just wondering why the downpipe wouldn't go down. There's actually 4 bolts on this downpipe, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. To get the bottom one, I used this long extension with the same setup I had before, just a long one. And now it is finger tight. And this theoretically should push off before, and good luck. Boom. Yeah. Just like wiggle it. All right, it's completely off now. We're gonna see if we can just pull this straight out. So I'm trying to get it from this angle, and if we look here, this literally just, this is my old cat right here. It's in shambles. I literally just pulled this off the flex pipe. So yeah, this just literally broke off my flex pipe. Very oily in there. My turbo's definitely gone, but that's ridiculous. Makes it easier for me to pull the old one out though. To get this out, I just kind of wiggled it until it came out. And the downpipe is out. So I'm gonna bring this to the other one and compare because this is a complete different downpipe. So it looks like we won't be needing that part because we already have one. So this looks like it's gonna be a direct bolt-on, which is fabulous. So, I mean, let's get to taking the O2 sensor off, putting it here, and yeah, let's put just used an adjustable wrench to get this out. So we're gonna twist this out. This thing's been through it. All right, it took a couple tries to get it in there, but now it's there. So let's just tighten that. All right, it is tight. We're gonna pull these off and probably feed it from the bottom of the car up. So I just put the C-clamp on before I put it down there just so it's less work. So let's get underneath the car. I'm gonna set you guys up here. So if you can see, that's barely hanging on. We're gonna put the new gasket onto the manifold right here. So the old downpipe was kind of sitting on it, so I had to finagle with it. But here's the new one. Boom. And I'm pretty sure these are extra studs. Yeah, these are studs and hardware. So I'm kind of figuring out which way this goes. It's got to go this way. So I'm not sure if you can see it from down here, but let me zoom in here. That's the yellow thing I was talking about. Just pull that out if you did what I did by accident, and then you have adjustment again. So I'm probably gonna cut out all my mistakes. I kind of put the whole bottom on, and then when I line up with the top, don't do that. Put the actual thing, put the actual downpipe on first, and then start dealing with the bottom because this won't line up. So that was very messy, but it went right on. No problems. It took me about 30 minutes less to just do it that one way. So slide this in, and then once you get it close enough, slide these two guys in with it. And once it's lined up, just push it all together and it'll pop together. So I decided to actually use the OEM hardware. I don't know, I'm super zoomed in. It looks really good on the car actually, but now I'm gonna grab a 14 because the new hardware is a 14. I'm gonna have to search for one. So this is just about fully installed. It's gonna push the bottom in and tighten the C-clamp with a wrench, and we should be all good to start it and plug in the O2 sensor. But I gotta get this last. I'm gonna grab a 10mm wrench if you can find one. And then also don't forget to put your intake back on, which I completely forgot, but I haven't started the car, so it doesn't matter yet. There's our 10. We're gonna go into the car right now, with a flashlight. And we're gonna tighten that right before it's about to strip, because we don't want it leaking. But we don't want it to strip too, so let's get to it. So I tightened that to where it was just about to strip out, and now it's all on. I'm gonna have to push that in, pull the tools out, drop the car, and we're just about done here. You know what time it is? Everything's connected. I was fighting with this for like, I'm not even gonna lie, 10 minutes, because this is like barely fits, so I'd have to like pull it off, blah, blah, blah. But it's on, O2 sensor's on. Wherever it is, why do I keep on calling this the O2 sensor? It's not O2, mass airflow sensor, and then the O2 sensor is connected. So everything's connected, so it's good to be dropped. So let's drop this bitch. Got the saw back there. GTI is down. Grab the key and start her up. More. Still idles like shit. I did this so I can transport the car, so without getting smoked out because the turbo's bad. We're gonna pull this out of the garage. Idling a little better. Yeah, as you can hear. No, not idling perfect, but like I said, I was just doing this for the satisfaction of me not dying driving this back to the other place. So it used to gas out my car with smoke coming from the vents and everything. Now it's just gonna come out of the exhaust. So if I'm at a stoplight, it's gonna be all good. Let's give her some revs. I'm not gonna lie, it does sound pretty good. So yeah, that's basically the end of this video. That's how to install a downpipe. Not too hard. I mean, I barely work on my cars, as you can see. But I don't work on my cars very much. I have my friend do it, but I did it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. It's not too hard of a process. I thought it was gonna be way worse, but no. So yeah, that's the GTI. I'm gonna get working on the Saab right after this actually. We're gonna get right to it.